welcome back to my channel. It's Sarah from Hello Muffin. Today I'm going to be going through my cash envelope stuffing for the last paycheck of September. I get paid semi-monthly, so I get paid on the 15th and the last day of every month. This one happened to be the 30th, which was a weekend, so I got paid a couple days early. I'm just showing you right now my little cheat sheets that I've created. I just made a list of all of my cash envelopes, and I have a little breakdown of the cash that I need to get every time I go to the bank. I laminated those so that way I can just take them right with me and I know exactly what I need every time. I've actually updated the list since this video. I had to change around a little bit of the amounts. I get paid I don't get paid the exact same every single paycheck. My paychecks are based on how many days are in the pay period, so sometimes I'll get paid for 10, sometimes I'll get paid for 11, sometimes I'll get paid for 12, and once a year at the end of February I get paid for 9. So I had to kind of make a different structure for my cash envelopes for each individual type of paycheck. So I just broke it down. That's why I have 3 cheat sheets. One is for 10, one is for 11, and one is for 12. And I don't have a plan for the 9-day yet. It's the end of February every year. I'm really not certain how I'm going to handle that when the time comes around. I think I'm just going to have to save up money to cover my bills because it's not enough to cover everything. I may just not be able to put money into my sinking funds that paycheck. But I kind of figured I would do the rest of the year and then worry about that come January. So right now on screen you can see I have a little piece of paper that has my log on it. So I just made a little printout in InDesign. I just wrote down the dates for the next year. It actually fit 1 year of paychecks perfectly on the sheet. And then that way I'm just going to keep track of all of the money that I'm putting into these envelopes. I don't think I'm going to keep a running total balance. I might. We'll see how it goes. But this is actually my first ever week using the cash envelopes. So I guess certain things will change as they go. But I do have that log available as a freebie PDF for you guys to download. The link will be in the video description below. This is for personal use only. Please don't sell them or do anything with them. They're just for you guys. So this one is my envelope. I believe that's for gas. Yep. I work very close to my home, so I only need to get gas about once a month, and to fill up my tank costs about $34. These are all my cash envelopes. The rest will be my sinking fund envelopes. But so I only put $20 in each pay period for gas. I know this seems really low, but I don't really drive anywhere. I don't really need to, so $20 works for me. This is my beauty folder. So what I did for the goal in each log was some of them have a goal that is a per paycheck goal. Some of them have a like a fully funding goal. So, for example, maybe I want to save up $1,000 for a camera. That would be my goal. But for my car payments, like maintenance and things like that, I want to put away a specific amount per pay period. So that's what I'll write in that goal line. And then that way I can kind of use it for just about anything. It doesn't have to get too specific. But one of the things that I do want to mention is that so for my cash envelopes, they do kind of fluctuate a little bit for my sinking funds. My 10-day pay period, because it is, I think it's about $300 shorter than my 12-day pay period. I kind of weighted my sinking funds based on needs, wants, and then sort of like a middle category, which I consider to be obligations almost. Like, I wouldn't call saving up for gifts a need, and I wouldn't call saving up for gifts a want, but it's sort of more of like an obligation. Like, you need that money set aside. You can't just not have anything. You'd be totally unprepared for any kind of birthday, anniversary, holiday, what have you. So for my 10-day pay period, because it's so much shorter, I took out anything that was a want And I have a couple of the like more obligation ones listed on there. The 10-day pay periods and the 12-day pay periods are less frequent than the 11. I usually have an 11-day. So what I did was on the 12-day to offset that, I kind of doubled on the wants categories. As you'll see later, I believe I show the little breakdown cheat sheets that I have more up close at the end of the video. But in this way, it kind of works out because I almost have the same amount of 10-day as 12-day throughout the year. So I kind of just, equalize it over time. It might seem a little confusing at first, but that's what made the most sense to me. So that's what I went with. And then it kind of works out because I'm not ending up with a ton of extra dollars that goes into my spending or to like extra funds that I don't really need them to. This way they have a place to go, and I know that they're kind of making up for other times that I wasn't able to fund that envelope. I do have extra income outside of my main job. I do have a small Etsy shop online. I sell little icon stickers for the time being, and I'm going to work on selling some kits and things like that. But I also get some royalty payments. I did some artwork for an app that sold stickers. They've kind of morphed into some weird other app thing now. I barely get any money from them, but it is a little bit. So I did plan on pulling that out and putting that into the envelopes that I feel could use a little extra boost. I did add extra envelopes that are outside of this list here. As you'll see at the end, I added a little fund for my niece. She's turning 2 next year, and I thought it would be nice to set aside some money to help out her parents with a party or a venue or something like that, and then save the rest of the money for a gift or maybe like bonds or for like an education account or something for her. And I forget the other 2 envelopes that I added. I think there's one for Disney / like Harry Potter World, which I have not yet been to, and I keep wanting to go. And I'm like at the point now where I'm just gonna start putting money aside for it, because if I don't, then it'll never happen. And then I have another envelope for a car that my father had given me. He had a 1964 Chevy Malibu Chevelle, and we want to work on that together. So I started an envelope to save up some money to get a little, fund going to be able to, rehab that car. Also, as you'll see on my list, I have 2 sort of miscellaneous, categories. I have the miscellaneous envelope, and then I have a rainy day envelope. To me, these are different. I know they sound like they'd be the same, but to me, the miscellaneous envelope is an unexpected need, and the rainy day envelope would be an unexpected want. So if, I don't know, something goes on sale that I've been waiting for a really long time, or someone invites me to a party last minute, or if someone says, hey, we're having a barbecue, do you want to stop by? And I need to pick up a bottle of wine and some food. That's what that money will be for. Things that aren't necessarily a need, but not necessarily something that I've budgeted for, because it'll be like an unexpected type of thing. But yeah, so I thought that would work out great for me. And as a side note, I do keep $100 of my spending money in my account, because I do a lot of online shopping. I really didn't think it would make sense for me to take all of the money out and then put the money back in. I also leave all my money for bills in my account. I have 2 checking accounts. I use USAA. Never had any problems with them. They're great. I love, being a customer there. They really take care of their members. But yeah. So what I did was I added up all of my bills. I totaled it out. I added up on average what I would get for an income, and I split the amount of the bills into 2 payments. So a certain amount goes into my bills checking account every month, or I'm sorry, every pay period, and then the rest of the money goes into another checking account, and that's the account that I pull the money out of for my cash envelopes, and I leave $100 in there for my, I call it digital spend. And then if there's anything left, because I do have a variable income, like I said, I can choose what to do with it, like what I want to fund, if I want to pull it out. Sometimes I'll put it in savings, not that there's anything in there, but I am also working on a debt snowball, so some of my extra money goes towards that, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!